Okay, good morning. Cold temperatures still sticking around. Perfect time to try some new recipes. Our good friend Leanne Miller joining us all the way from Amish country. Have you been staying warm there, Leanne, in Amish country?
Yes. You know, I have a fire roaring,
Ooh.
and we have a wood stove that heats our house.
Nice.
Because we are in Amish country, you know,
Yes.
that's pretty on brand. And so, yes, the
Some nice
fire's going
warm
and we're
socks.
staying
I bet you
warm.
have a nice collection of robes and sweaters and blankets.
Cozy.
Cozy time.
Okay.
What are you making
okay,
here?
Frank. We are making, I'm going to do things a little fragmented because I wanted to show you a recipe partway through, and I wanted to show you one as we start of the same recipe, so you kind of get a good idea. If I don't get all the way through in this segment, because this is TV and we got to move fast, you can always join me on my Instagram at Leanne Miller in my stories, because I will finish up whatever I don't get finished up here.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, so we have some eggs, I creamed my butter. Of course, I've got butter, Frank. I've creamed my butter, my sugar, and 3 eggs. This takes 3 eggs.
Okay.
Then we're going to put a little dash of vanilla. I'm not going to really measure it. It's about a teaspoon.
Right.
I'm going to put that in. Then I'm going to turn this off because all of this is mixed really well. Then I've got my flour. I've got an all-purpose flour here. And this recipe is on Fox 19. Then I'm going to add some cocoa, some dark, rich cocoa. Then it's baking powder.
Okay.
And salt. And I'm going to mix those together with a little wire whisk before I add them to my cream mixture. So now I'm going to add this dry. I'm going to just add about a half. I like this bendable bowl. I got
That's
Walnut
cool.
Creek Cheese and Market. Yeah, Walnut Creek Cheese and Market here in Amish country. They have a whole kitchenwares part of the store, and I love this bendable bowl because
it's like a bowl, but yet it's like a scoop and everything. Yeah.
I can stir it. Yeah. So I'm gonna whip that dry mixture just on low. You don't have to go crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mix it into this wet mixture. Gonna put the rest of it in, and then
if you over whip things, does it become more dense? Or no?
I would say if you over whip things, it's gonna become just like kind of flat.
Yeah.
Like it really. And let me answer that correctly.
Okay.
It really just depends on the recipe.
Correct,
right?
what you're making.
If you're making a cake, if you're making cookies.
There you go.
So we're gonna mix this in, and then I'm going to put this in a greased 10 by 15. We don't want a half sheet. We just want a 10 by 15 jelly roll pan. Okay, and this is where I'm stopping. So I'm gonna put this into this pan and bake it for 13 to 15 seconds.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take it out, and I'm gonna
minutes.
I'm gonna pour the marshmallows, a whole 10-ounce bag of mini marshmallows on it. Then I'm gonna put it back in the oven for just about 2 minutes to make those marshmallows melty. Now what I'm gonna do is I've got some chocolate chips and butter in here, part milk, part dark, and I'm gonna add a whole cup of peanut butter.
These would be great little treats, like for the kids' Valentine's Day parties, or.
Oh, Frank, they're so good. They're addicting. They're so good. They're so good. I'm taking supper to somebody tonight, and I'm going to have a little tray of these because they're
by the way, I love you because you say supper. I say supper all the time. Everybody laughs at me for saying supper. I love supper.
No one should laugh at you, Frank,
I know.
ever.
Supper.
No one should ever laugh at you. Okay, so we're going to mix this together. It's the milk chocolate, the semi-sweet, the butter, the peanut butter. We're going to mix it in here on low heat. Now, here's what I want to tell you. I have a sweet little hack. Where are those bag of chocolate chips, Jenny? Well, I get these tiny chocolate chips from Walnut Creek Cheese and Market, and they're the little ones, the tiny ones. Jenny's going to get them for me in my cupboard. And let me tell you, they melt so much easier than your bigger. So I've mixed semi-sweet and milk chocolate. Okay. And then now what I'm going to do is just take these Rice Krispies. Frank said, hi, Jenny.
Hello.
So here they are. So they come in bulk, and they're tiny. They're little size.
Yes, I like
and they melt so much easier. So
we're about out of time, Leanne Miller. Finish it up.
I know.
Oh, no.
Finish it up. Oh, no. just go to my Instagram.
Okay.
I'll spread all of this on top. What I'm gonna do, Frank, is this melted mixture. I'm spreading it all on the top of these marshmallows.
And are you
It's
back with
gonna
us? You're back in the
delicious.
10 o'clock hour, right?
Yes, and I'll show you the
Okay.
finished one. I'll show you
I
the finished
love
pan.
it. Thanks, Leanne. Appreciate it. Leanne Miller
Yeah, see
for
you next
Chocolate Rice
hour.
Krispy Bars. Let's get over to Catherine.